This question comes to us from L, and L writes this: Dear We TV, so we have a church growth expert coming to our small congregation to help us figure out our unifying direction, what it is, because our attendance recently cratered. I stalked this guy's social media account and saw that he's a life coach who follows Rick Warren. Should I be worried? What do I do? Thanks for the help, L. You know, L, I certainly would not be encouraged by this by any means, but let's just put the best spin on this. What could happen and what might happen as a benefit to your congregation is that you might have an individual come in and find out that maybe you need some better signage or you have problems in your constitution with your policy and governance of your church. All of that can be very, very helpful and very good. However, when you say a unifying direction, I'll tell you what, I have red flags going up everywhere on this. You see, what can happen is a church growth expert will come in and will gather everyone together and will simply say, you know, clap his hands and say, hey, what is it that you're about here? And really want to get a lot of brainstorming and talking and so forth going forth. And then you kind of discuss, well, what you're about and that niche that you have for the community. And then from that, you develop a mission and vision statement and then a strategic plan of 1 and 3 and 5 year goals and so forth. And then marketing strategies that go forth from that, all with the promise. Now get this, all with the promises to what? Grow your church. And if you don't do it right, then that's your fault. But if you do it right, the church will explode and man, all this greatness will happen. Now, here's the problem with this. I get actually quite angry when I think about this. Here's the problem. And that is this. This is not open to a democracy. I mean, this is not something that we have to brainstorm and talk about. It's something that is so clearly laid out in the scriptures already. I mean, you know this, I know this, we know this as the church, but yet we buy into this malarkey. Now, think about this. What is it that unifies us? Get this, it's Jesus, right? What unifies us as a church, as Christians, is Christ and his forgiveness of sins. So if our unifying factor is not Jesus, then we've got it all wrong. So what unifies us, what we participate in, is Christ and his shed blood for us. And our direction, get this, and our direction as a church is the grave. I mean, that sounds just so radical in our day and age, but we are all heading to death. That is the direction we're going. But not only death, but we're heading to death and the resurrection. So if our direction is not preparing people to meet Jesus, not preparing people to meet that grave, then we're doing it all wrong. So our unifying direction is Christ. Our direction is everlasting life in him. It is preparing people. And so what do we do in each and every day as a church? Well, we receive from the Lord's word and sacrament. And we go to our neighbor. I mean, just think about this. We go to our neighbor and we say to our neighbor, hey, come to church with me to receive God's good gifts for you, his word and his sacrament. That's what it's all about. It's about being united in Christ as Christians and receiving his gifts all along the way as we go towards our graves and the ultimate eschaton, the great end of the day, the great resurrection, where all of our tears will be gone, all of the sin will be wiped away, all of it will be complete, and the Lord will look upon us and say, well done, good and faithful servant. So there you have it. What unifies us? It's Jesus. Our direction is the grave and the resurrection. If it's not that, you're doing it wrong. You can tell I hate to say it that way, but you can tell this guru coming in, if it's not Jesus and you're not going towards the great eschaton, he's doing it all wrong. So I hope that helps, and we'll catch you next time.
Worldview Everlasting is solid, Christian, and free because it is viewer supported. Your monthly gift of $5, $10, or $25 is the reason that we can continue to improve and expand these tools for online Christian outreach and discipleship. To make a one-time donation, sign up for the Lutheran Ninja Clan regular giving, or to find information about how to put Worldview Everlasting in your congregation's budget, click Donate Now.